Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I'm here to show you these lovely sort of journal cards come sample cards, specimen cards. I've used an acetate insert and I've put in some of them some dried flowers or leaves that I collected last year, and others I've put just butterfly or what else did I use? I think most of them are dried flowers. You could put stickers in, anything really, then decorated up the border a little bit. But we're going to make one today, and I also put a little tab on the top that you could put a dangle on, leaving that dangling over the top of a pocket. But there's different sizes, and these came about because I have a lot of offcuts like this from when I am making boxes to give little gifts out at my craft groups. So I thought, right, what can I use them for? So they measure about 14 centimetres by 10.5, which is, I know some people only work in inches. 14 centimetres is about 5.5 inches, and 10 is about 4 inches. So what I do first is I round the corners, just because I like round corners. Some people it doesn't bother me, but I like it. And I also like to ink the edge, just to get rid of that white edge there. Then I have to get my trimmer. Now, I was watching Camellia Crafts do these, and she had a little gadget from We Are Memory Keepers. Now, I have ordered one, so John's in the UK at the moment and it's over there, so it's only when I'd ordered it that I did find that my local craft shop had them, which I had never seen them there before, but obviously I missed it. But when Camellia Crafts was doing it, I thought I could do that with my ever faithful trimmer that I've had for donkey's years, and this is the cutting blade, and I had to put a bit of beeswax on the runners here because I've not used it for so long. But what I did, and I've worked out to get the border, the frame, I mark it at 2 centimetres on this side, because that's the cutting part there where this channel is. So there's a 2 centimetre mark there. So I put the edge onto the 2 centimetre mark. Then I put my blade at 2 centimetres. Let me just slot that in properly. And there's a 2 centimetre mark here. I'm sure most of you have got these sort of trimmers. So I go down from 2 centimetres, and I want 2 centimetres at this side. So, and I press it down to cut into the channel, and then go along. Then I turn it 90 degrees, line up the 2 centimetre line again, 2 centimetres here on the ruler, press down and go down. See, hard for me to see, so I'm sure you won't be able to see it on the camera, but I have to get my head right above it. I'm really sorry about that, but there's a 2 cent. This is marked in centimetres here, so I can press that down and go along and turn it 90 degrees again, line up, 2 centimetre mark and 2 centimetres to the edge here. Now that should have cut through. If there's any little bit that didn't quite get into the corner, you can just get your scissors, bear with me, just to cut into the corner there and there. Okay, so that's your frame. So let's put that out of the way. And then this piece I fold in half, and I use my tab punch to make the tab, like so. that gives me the tab that we can use on the top like that. Now I need to cut a piece of acetate that's going to cover this aperture, and I've got an off cut there which isn't quite wide enough, so I'll have to get a fresh piece from the box. And this again is something I've had for years. I think one of my craft ladies gave it to me. So I'm going to cut this, let's do it in centimetres. I'm going to cut this at 9 centimetres so that you get a good coverage on the sides by 12. 9 by 12. Oops, it's got stuck in my machine. This doesn't have to be precise because you're not really going to see the inside part. So that covers that. Now I'm going to put red lining tape because I find that is a good strong hold. This stuff here, and I put that along as near to the edge as you can on all 4 sides. Oops, no, we don't want to stick it there. Yeah, John's in the UK at the moment. He's as well, when this actually goes live he'll be back home, but as I film it he's gone to meet his first grandson. I've got 6 grandchildren and John hasn't got any, so this is his first one, and he's got another one due in oh, excuse me, that's just dropped on the floor. My head under the desk there, sorry. It's his first grandchild, and he's got another one due in July, but they're in Australia, so it's doubtful he'll be getting to see him until they come over to visit us, hopefully. So yeah, John's going to bring this We Are Memory Keepers framer back with him. I did have a look on Amazon and it was quite a lot cheaper to get it on eBay in the UK. Then I didn't know that they had it at the local craft shop. That's not the piece I was using. So I'm just going to put a little dot of glue in each corner. Like so. And get it over the liner tape. Give it a good stick down. Okay, so that's the acetate over the frame. The one thing that I can't do doing it this way, and the framer, the We Are Memory Keepers framer does, it rounds these corners on the inside, which I think it will look nice as well. But I still think they look okay. So I can just put that over to the side for now. And then I'm going to, I've got a white piece of card cut to size that fits on the back. And I'm going to round those corners. And I'm going to ink it on the side that's going to show with my, like so, because this could do for journaling space in your journal. And again, you don't have to put the tab on it, you could just leave it like that as an, and put it in an envelope. So now I need an image or stamping. I did stamp on one of them. Let me just find the one that underneath I stamped on that one. See it in brown. So I'll do that again because I think it looks nice. And I've just got these stamps here, which are from Hunky Dory, and it's like got script and like cup marks. So I'll just stick that on my stamping block. This is Impress ink pad in chocolate. Now this doesn't have to be covered perfectly, it's just random. Just do a bit on, oops, excuse that noise, I just had a little pot with my brad ready. So that, like that, is fine. Dab that off. And then I'm going to find a nice butterfly to go in the middle. And I have some here from Artie Mays. I've got, this is my Artie Mays pouch, and she does some nice butterflies. So I'll choose one of those. Let's get one of these nice big ones. Like so. And there's probably some numbers, and I'm going to use this word discover. I'll just do a bit of inking on the edges there. I don't think this really needs any inking, to be honest. I wonder if there's anything else we could use. I've got that many bits cut out, honestly. I suppose you're all the same. Bits of ephemera waiting to be used. So let's have a look what this would look like so, there, and then put the frame over it. Yeah, that looks nice. So let's go for that. I'm just going to move it up a fraction. Right, let's glue this one first and see how it looks before it dries properly. Make sure it shows in the frame. I'm going to move it up just a little bit because obviously the frame's 2 centimeters. So I'm going to move that down a bit. Then it might just hide under the edge of the frame a little bit, like so. And then the butterfly. Do you all have loads of ephemera cut out ready? Do you all like fussy cutting at night? Right, bear with, that goes about there. Just check again that it's all within. Nice. Then we have to glue that onto there. So I'm just going to put glue around the edge of this one. Keep it right up to the edge, like so. But I'm also going to put glue around, not over the acetate where it's in the aperture, just at the edges here. And I don't really want it squishing out. So leave it plenty of room to squish. And then that goes like so. Make sure it's okay at the other side, yeah, and press that down. Okay, so let's just get those bits out of the way. And then my tab, can't remember whether I inked around that, I don't think I did, but I've got one of these little hook picture hooks, so I'm going to put that on. But I've got these lovely brads that have got little tiny butterflies. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. They are so pretty. I got these from the local craft shop. So I'm going to put a little hole in there, put that on. I'm going to put a little dab of glue under that because I have noticed on one of the ones I did previously it did move around a little bit. So I'm hoping this will hold it firmer. Line the little holes up, put the brad through, make sure the butterfly's the right way up. Oops. Like so. Open the tails out. Press it down to flatten it out and then glue this onto the journal specimen card. Like so. If you've not got a decorative brad, you can always put the on the other side, which I think I have done on one of my samples. On that one, I put the little picture hook at the back. And I also did that one so that the tab was in between the backing and the frame. So it doesn't really matter where this, you can put them anywhere along the top or the side. Like so, and that's glued down firmly. Now have we got a little dangle in the drawer here? Let's have a look. Just to show you how it would look, let's get a bulb pin. I would obviously use a gold coloured dangle, but this is just to show you how it is aimed to work. And that would just hang off the side or the top of your page. Aren't they pretty? And you can put anything in here, you know, sticker pictures, dried flowers, anything, any of your ephemera would look great. And you can decorate the frame up with more words or another butterfly on the outside. So tell me what you think. I think they look pretty good. These are from Tracy Fox's Tiny Tags kit. I didn't put a little hook on this one, just as it is. And it's great to use up these offcuts of paper that I have from my boxes. Even, it doesn't have to be white or anything on the other side, just use any offcuts that you've got. So I'm quite happy with those. And thank you for joining me today. I'd love you to be a subscriber and hit the like button, and please leave me a comment. I do appreciate them all, and I shall see you next time. Bye.